back in the barbershop again. And what kind of hairstyle are we attempting today?
I am just getting a shape up and a side part.
Is this the side?
Yeah.
We're going for a style.
Yeah.
Now, since this is, when I say style, the difference between a style and a haircut is, styling is using what we call, it's a beautician term. And together, we do style and cutting techniques. So, let's see where we're going to put this part at.
Okay.
What this is, I'm getting the exact positioning.
Yeah.
So we'll be somewhere around in here.
I really like that.
I don't think it does need to go like to that. Somewhere in this area here.
However far back you think it goes, I trust your judgment. And
Well, typical styling parts, you relate to the ear. See, this is very a little bit of 101 in styling. See how I did to the ear, the crown, the area. You have to know to split the head. This is the crown. When you go fast hair, you should, this is when if you do a styling part, you'll angle it. If you notice, some of those would get angled down. And so let me ask you a question. So a lot of people probably would like to know, would you like your taper, what do we consider a hard taper? What a hard taper is it's a transition from dark to light in a small space, and the hard taper is like extremely low. You might be able to edit in some pictures of the taper that you like, where it showed it go from completely bald to a very thick transition in a small amount of space.
I don't know about completely bald.
Well, when I say hard, it's an appearance because your hair is very thin. Notice I've already hit this part right here.
Yeah.
And it probably looks real low to y'all already. Yeah, so.
Okay.
And that's with a pretty nice size guard.
All right.
So we'll do the appearance.
Okay. But I'll still have a line, right?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Awesome. So that's what it's called, a hard.
Well, it's called a taper. When I say a hard taper,
It means the transition is not as faded. Okay. I see.
Then
101.
the barber knows, then the barber knows to make a transition very tight.
I see. It's a small transition versus
A long, blended, gradual transition.
Okay.
I'm going to use some of the same techniques you've seen in the last video, but this will have a total different end result. As you remember before, the setup is everything. Take time to set it up properly.
I need to wash my hair. You can see flakes, it's gel, baby.
That's gel? Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Do you see flakes?
I've seen a couple. They said hello. They were like, excuse me.
So stupid.
Try to give y'all a close up of how to do the V-neck taper. It's not an easy one.
So someone said, Odella Malik said,
Miss Odella.
yeah, she said, I love this. I want exactly this cut. I originally tapered my hair last year around September. Then I went to a female barber and she cut all of my hair off. I felt she took away my femininity. Did I say that right? But everyone loved it.
Close enough.
But because of that experience, I haven't cut it again. But I'm going back. Can you provide details on what to ask a barber for, and if your hair was air dried or blow dried to stretch it a little?
Okay,
So you
first
answer
question
what
would
to
be,
ask the barber for.
first question I would answer would be what to ask the barber for.
What would you call this cut?
And I would, yeah, so I'm gonna base it exactly off of the same cut. You know, today's styles, you know how it started out with mohawks, and mohawks are more centered in the middle of the hair in the crown area. And then they came up with, you know, the Frohawks where the center, they cover more of the top of the crown and they fro out. So with the Frohawk, the feminine version, or what I would say is now they're all wearing, because there's men wearing them too. And, you know, men twist their hair at the top too, is, I would call it a Frohawk. And what they do is they don't really take the fade up too high. They keep it right here on the sides and they let you style it out. So the first term would be a Frohawk. And I would say, you know, taper it on the sides. And you can specify any style or shape up you want. You can say tapered with the shape up, and the barber would know not to take it to a bald level. You can say either pointed on hers, to be particular, hers is pointed. She has points on the side. She has a V-neck in the back, as you can see right here in this other camera. And this part is just a regular V-neck. It's not tapered. And take it to the taper with a V-neck. You can specify. Please specify, so the barber understands exactly how to set up your taper. Because if you ask to taper with the shape up, he knows. If not, he might taper it. A traditional taper is totally from bald up. So specify, be specific. So that's the first question. And what else?
Details on if your hair was air dried or blow dried to stretch it a little.
No, just air dry it. Just wash it. Just completely wash it. Come in natural. It's your natural state, and air dry it.
Perfect. Okay.
So keep it in its most natural state. Hopefully, if I explain it well. And if you have any more questions, what's her name again?
Odella Malik.
Okay. If you have any more questions, just comment below, and we will address it next time. Every time.
So there's another question. I think it was along the same lines. Yeah, it was along the same lines.
What to ask a barber?
No, it was, should I blow out my hair?
No, I would say the answer is no. Barbers, good barbers, they want your hair at its most natural state. Don't put anything in it, like any hair products in it at all. Okay, ladies? Put no hair products in it at all. Just wash it, dry it. I know it might be a little dry and a little rough, but that's the best. We have the most accurate ability to do your hair if you leave it dry and in its most natural state. Just wash it, wash everything out, air dry it, and pick it out, comb it out though. You know,
Detangle.
Right, detangle basically, because you can have the status detangle a little bit, and then that lets the barber. Because what happens is, if it's closest to its natural state, when you go style it, when you go do your thing, it won't change and lose its shape as much. And this is how she was able to do so much with it, because we didn't, you know, notice when I picked it out, it wasn't nothing aggressive, and she didn't straighten it or do anything. And that's why she's able to do so much with it.
Awesome. Yep, those were the main questions. Yeah.
All right, well, we're about to have fun. It's actually a thin spot right here by the crown area. Mm-hmm. It's a good spot to go for. Perfect. When you start. professional do this, please. Don't try this at home, please.
And it really matters because I know that I saw a lot of comments saying that, you know, I'm going to try this at home on myself. But babe, tell them like the clippers really matter. A lot of the clippers that you use, you probably can't really find at a normal shop, right? Like at Sally's. Would you say that these clippers can be found at Sally's?
Well, you actually can find the clippers.
Okay.
Today's market, you can find anything.
Okay.
But you can't adjust them. You can't fine tune them like we can.
Okay.
You can buy this clipper anywhere, but we actually go in here, and I'll let you see in this camera, we actually go in here and we actually adjust the blade. And we make adjustments here to these blades that make them all customized.
Okay. And what type
That's what you can't do at home.
Well, what type of clipper are you using to make this line?
We're going to start out using it's an Andes. You see her on it's an Andes style liner too. It's one of my favorites, personal favorites.
Okay. Do you use that to do your shape ups as well?
Yes, I actually like these clippers for everything. I have different ones.
So you add the guards to it?
I have two. No, these are just shape up clippers.
Okay.
I have two different ones, and one set stronger and sharper than another for different purposes. One you can might do bald fading with, and different. You know, I love them. These are my favorite. Right here, and the reason in the line you'll see right here is with this part is real small, real unnoticeable. This is why I say don't try it at home. I would take a comb and pull this out, and it would be big and wide, and this is why you do not try this at home.
So are you going to make it thicker, or are you going to make it kind of thin?
I will show you how to do the appearance of thickness. I come out. You see her style and my style coming together. Cut away a little bit more excess hair. Again, a professional technique. Looks like I'm touching your scalp, but I'm not.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't feel you touching on the scalp.
Great thing you are, we're just at the beginning of our creativity. We're just getting started.
So in the last video, I really didn't get to talk too much about the razor.
Okay, this time we'll
So you'll
talk
go
about
into
the razor.
depth, okay, whenever you get to that point. Okay, is it cute?
I don't know if your barber is going to do all of this, but I'm just sure.
So this technique is
You
called...
might get upset. You might ask him to do all of this. Look. Now. Huh?
So this technique is called what now?
Remember we were going to do, you asked me about different razor techniques.
Uh-huh.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to add the spritz. And
Okay, yeah. So it's a spritzing technique. So explain what that does.
What I'm going to do is, okay, I know you ladies already know what spritz does, so.
Oh, babe, we have some people that...
Well, sorry, for the ones that don't know, spritz is a hardening agent.
And I had makeup on.
Okay, that's okay. We're just going to use it right here on the edges, and what we're going to do is basically harden the hair around the hairline. So then when I go back over it, it'll real define the edge and a defined line. Blow dry it.